Excited to be here today. My name is Greg Dieker. I live in a small town called Elizabeth, Colorado. It is south and east of Denver, about an hour from downtown Denver. My wife and I live on a small ranch out here where we raise horses. Our horse count went up by 1 yesterday. I went to a horse sale with absolutely no intention of buying anything, and I came home with a beautiful Palomino gelding that I couldn't pass up. And so it's a great place to be. I've got 140 acres. I've got beautiful green grass, beautiful trees, and I'm lucky. I'm lucky, blessed, and I tell you what, I've never been more fortunate in my life to be here. And LifeVantage is the company that gave us the opportunity to do this. I'm an Elite Pro 9 in the company. You'll find out more about that later, but suffice to say, it's the 9th out of 10 ranks. So we're still working hard, still growing, and have every intention of doing that. So let's get started. There's some legal disclosures we have to make that the company asked us to do, and the attorneys. And so I'll let you read through this real quickly. Most importantly, you need to understand that our products are not intended to cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate any disease. None whatsoever, and they're not have been evaluated by the FDA. Having said that, the FDA watches out over our entire industry, so it's not like we run away from them. I mean, they know us well, but the reality is that we are not a drug, and if we were a drug, we'd be administered to by the FDA. The title of my speech tonight is "Level Up Your Life: Taking Control of Your Health and Your Bank Account with LifeVantage." It is possible. I did it. You can do it. Anybody can do it. Where we all started this was with an award-winning scientist back in the 1960s, Dr. Joe McCord. He was a true pioneer in addressing this issue of something originally called free radical damage, and now they call it oxidative stress. It is what ages your body. It is what slows you down. It is what rusts your joints. It's what rusts your arteries, your organs, everything. It is what makes you old. And the slower you can, the more you can slow down oxidative stress growth in your body, the better opportunity you have to live a long, healthy, and happy life. Our flagship product we refer to as the little yellow activator. It's called Protandim NRF2, or what we commonly call Protandim Nerf2. Now, the first time I heard Protandim Nerf 2, I thought they were talking about that gun you buy down at Walmart for your kids to play and shoot at each other with. Nope, that's not it. This is it. Nerf 2 is an entire science. We launched this company back in 2003. It got off to a meteoric start because of an investigative report that was done by ABC Primetime and John Quinones. They literally came to our labs and said, "We hear you have something special going on. Would you share it with us?" Well, we had nothing to hide. And so Dr. McCord allowed them to come in and see exactly what we were doing. If you have not seen this ABC Primetime investigative report, it's 9 minutes long, very short. Just go out to YouTube and type in Protandim ABC Primetime, and up will come the 9-minute version and multiple other versions. It's been shortened over time, but watch the 9-minute version. The wild thing about that little video is it's as applicable today as it was in 2005 when it first came. Now, one of the things that we knew we had to do was change the way we marketed our products, because originally we started out marketing them across the shelf, GNC, CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, all over the place. And quite honestly, it didn't work for us, and it didn't work for our customers simply because they weren't learning anything. They didn't know what our product was, because it's a kind of a product that you have to share information about. And that, $12 an hour employee, nothing against those folks in the stores that were selling it, just didn't have the education to talk about it. And that's why we switched from retail to direct sales in May of 2009. It's the best thing we could have ever done. In our first year, we jumped from $3 to $12 million in sales. That alone told us we knew what we were doing, and being that guerrilla marketing force to go out and share that information. Sometime after that, our company became publicly traded on the NASDAQ. It received multiple university and prestigious medical centers began self-funding their research on Protandim. There are, I want to say, 31 or 33 studies that have been done on Protandim now since its inception, and which we paid only for 2 of them. simply because you got to pay for something up front, have somebody research your product, and then put that research out there so other people know that it's there. That's how that gets done in the research environment. But the rest of them have all been paid for by the universities and research facilities. And I'll show you a list of them here in a little while. It's quite impressive. The problem is oxidative stress is something we all have. If you consume oxygen and food to survive, guess what? You have it. You can't get away from it. It's at a low rate when you're young, and the older you get, the worse and worse and worse it gets. It comes from the food we eat, water, air, too little, too much exercise, environmental toxins that are out there that weren't there 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 years ago. Some of the toxins now are electronic, they're digital, they're Wi-Fi, EMF, 4G, 5G, radiation exposure. Medications, the medications that our doctors more than willingly prescribe for us, they cause oxidative stress as well. So what happens with oxidative stress? I'm not going to go all through these details, but just look at the blue hexagons. Heart, eyes, multiple organs, blood vessels, immune system, brain, lung, joints, kidney, skin. It affects all of that stuff. And you don't have to hear that from me. You can go to the best source in the world for published medical information, peer-reviewed no less, which means it's been validated by the peers of the person who did the original study. And the website's called pubmed.gov, pubmed.gov. Just go there and type in oxidative stress and see the hundreds of thousands of studies, trials, and papers that have been done on it, because it is so important to what happens inside the body. If you're concerned about a particular condition you have, type in that condition. Let's say that someone in your family is fighting, it doesn't matter, lumbago. Type in lumbago and oxidative stress and find the number of studies that tie the two of those together. And that will help you see how close oxidative stress is to the diseases and conditions our bodies have. You've got to lower this if you want to live a long and happy life. It's a simple fact. All right. So until LifeVantage, there was no solution to effectively lower oxidative stress. No amount of fruits, veggies, vitamins, special antioxidants would get the job done. Now, let's face it, we've been told all of our lives, take antioxidants, right? Well, that's because doctors knew antioxidants affected free radicals. It affected oxidative stress. But what it took them a while to learn is the amount of oxidative stress your body produces every single day only can be taken out by about 1% of with fruits, vegetables, vitamins, and antioxidants. What does do the job is protandum nerve 2 synergizer, the little yellow activator. It lowers oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days, and the longer you take it, the better it works. It increases the production of superoxide dismutase, or SOD, which is a powerful, powerful enzyme in the body, by 30%. Catalase by 54%, glutathione by 300%. These are enzymes, not antioxidants, but antioxidant enzymes. The problem you have with antioxidants is they address free radicals on a one-to-one basis. This product causes your cells to address free radicals on a 1 to 1 million basis every second of every day, and they keep going on. Glutathione alone, I love that simply because it is the master regulator of your immune system, cleans and detoxifies your liver, and most doctors consider it a very powerful anti-inflammatory. For me, it has been a godsend. I couldn't be happier with what that product has done in my body to reduce inflammation inside my body. So here's a little example of the 1-to-1 versus 1 million to 1 I was talking about. If you were going to consume enough oranges in a given day to wipe out the same amount of free radicals one little yellow activator in protandem will do, you'd have to consume 400 oranges a day, every day. Think about that for just a second. 500 cups of broccoli a day, every day. 110 cups of blueberries every day. 120 vitamin C tablets every day. You don't get to take it and then not do it for a week. You got to do it every single day. So the result is, first of all, your body can't process all that. It's going to just flow through your body and you're going to excrete it. But with Protandim Nerf 2, as you can see in the graph, what happens with oxidative stress with and without Protandim. Without Protandim, it skyrockets. There's nothing you can do in a normal environment to do it. And there's no other product that does what our product does. Some of the peer-reviewed journal publications that have been out there that are on PubMed come from very, very well-renowned and well-respected literature that's there today. The universities that have done this, Ohio State, Harvard, the American Heart Association, of all people, publish us in their journal. Louisiana State University has done 3 trials on how we affect different kinds of skin cancer. University of Colorado, Washington State University, Texas Tech, internationals. Guys, I'm just telling you now, this is the real deal when it comes to other people spending their money to look at what we have to offer for you. Media coverage has been fantastic. NBC, Wall Street Journal, Today Show, ABC, PBS, Dr. Phil. We've got plenty of patents, both the domestic and the United States. These are just the US patents. We've also got a pile of domestic patents that if you're looking at this as a business, you want something to protect your products, we have the patents to protect the products. One of the most interesting studies that was done that we had absolutely nothing to do with was done at Washington State University. And they were just researching the therapeutic potential of Nerf2 activation. And in the summary of their study, this is what they said: potentially the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. I want you to think about that for a second. Potentially the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. We weren't involved in this study. We didn't pay for it. We didn't have anything. We saw it when everybody else saw it get published in PubMed. It was amazing to us that they came to that conclusion. It's since been peer reviewed and justified. So think about that. This is the power you have with Nerf2 activation. We are the Nerf2 company. We make products that build off of Nerf2. So, whoops, we skipped a slide. Let's go back. Hang on. There we go. But it doesn't stop with just Protandim. LifeVantage has an entire product line of cutting-edge Nerf2 activated skincare, hair care, personal care products, unlike any others. Nootropic energy drinks, as well as scientifically formulated supplements. So you feel better. Quite honestly, you look better, you feel better, and you perform better. That's the gig. They're right there. So in addition to Protandim Nerf 2, we have Protandim Nerf 1, which builds energy in your cells. Protandim NAD, which also builds energy in your body. We've got an Omega. We've got an entire skincare system, a weight management system, a hair care system. The Axio is fantastic. You put that in a bottle of water, shake it up, and it is, we call it an energy drink. To be honest with you, it's brain food. And face it, when your brain's working really good, you're working really good, right? And I'm one of those folks that I'm tough to drink water. I'm just not a big water fan, but I can drink 4 or 5 of those a day. 3 of them come with caffeine in it. 2 of them come with no caffeine in it. Mostly I drink the no caffeine ones, although the caffeinated ones have the equivalent of 1 cup of coffee. So you could drink them all day long and it wouldn't make any difference. But I love them. I love the flavors, and they get me to drink, 150, 160, 180 ounces of water today. If it wasn't for those, I probably wouldn't drink that amount of water. But they taste good. They feel good. They make you perform better. That's the cool thing. Just recently, a couple of months ago, we launched our Daily Wellness product. Our Daily Wellness product is 5 natural ingredients together that boost your immune system. And who doesn't need their immune system boosted right now? I mean, we all need that out there today. Last but not least, we have Pet Tandem. Pet Tandem is our Nerf 2 product for dogs. It's specifically formulated for dogs because dogs have oxidative stress just like humans. Okay, and I don't know about you, but at my house, I got 4 dogs right now. And their dogs are just kids that eat off the floor at our house. And so I make sure they get it every single day. Coming up here in just a couple of weeks, we are announcing a brand new CBD enhanced Nerf 2 body care system. I've been able to get an advanced set of this. I'm using it every day. Absolutely love the products. Every single one of them has been fabulous. And I'm going to tell you now, it's the best stuff I've ever seen. And I'll be using it in place of anything else I've used in the past. And for those of you who may be concerned about CBD, because some people are, well, this is not a CBD based product. It's a CBD enhanced product, which means it's just one of the many ingredients that go in to some of these particular items. And CBD, by the way, is a nerve tube builder. It just builds with a different channel than Protandim nerve tubes. So it's a good addition. And it's not, like I said, it's not based on CBD. It's just an addition to it. Hope that makes sense. So now that we've talked about the products, how about we talk about what you can do with your life and how you can build a business with this? I want you to think about the fact that all these companies you see here right now, they didn't exist 10 years ago, did they? None of them did. But they've all become very popular side hustles. In fact, there's some statistics out there that say that 87% of Americans today have some kind of side hustle. They're renting out their house with Airbnb. They're selling products on Facebook. They're driving for Uber. I mean, the bottom line is that this environment didn't exist 10 years ago, but look at it now. It's huge. So what about you? What's your side hustle? Take a look at this for to be in your side hustle. We call it the perfect meld. It's called network marketing. And I absolutely adore network marketing. I'm going to tell you what, it's changed everything about my life. It's given me the ability to run a business from a laptop and a phone, period. We use social sharing if you want, not if you don't want to. But you need no physical locations, no asset, no inventories. Everything's done online. Products are shipped directly to the customers and to you, and you don't have to hang on to anything you don't want to hold on to. If somebody called me up tomorrow and said, hey, Greg, I need 10 bottles of Protandim, I don't have them. I don't keep that stuff around. I keep around what I need for me because I know I can place an order, and in a matter of 2 to 3 days, that's on its way to the customer and they can get it right away. So we have an online shopping portal that people can go to, pick out the products, place the orders on their own, or we have this nifty thing in our app, and we're going to talk about our app here in a second, where I can actually, you can tell me, I want this product or products, and I send you a basket in your text message. You click on the basket, put in the payment information, and the rest of it's taken care of, and it comes right to you. It's really, really slick. So well, think of this for a second. Most people that are out there today working in corporate America or just working in America anywhere for some traditional business plan, they have what they call the 40-50 plan. They spend 20 years learning, then they spend 40 to 50 years earning and hopefully putting some money away for retirement. And then how many years do they have left to live? Now, with me, I talk about the 20-year plan with LifeVantage, or the 2020. Why? Because you can spend 20 years doing that same education that you need to do, spend another 10, 15, 20 years building your own business with LifeVantage, and then what's that leave you to live life? That's the key. For me, I didn't get started on this seriously until I was 54 years old. I wish LifeVantage would have been around when I was 24, because trust me, I would have paid attention and I would have started then instead of waiting. LifeVantage offers is what's called leveraged income. You get leveraged income by helping create a network of customers and a network of distributors. So you invite people to take a look at these products, and some are going to say, you know, hey, I'm not interested in making money, but I love that product. I love feeling better. I love performing better. Give me that product. That becomes your network of customers. And quite often you'll get referrals from that network of customers for other customers. Your network of distributors is the people that say, hey, not only do I love the product idea, but I like the idea of making some money like you're doing. So clue me in, get me in as part of the business. And that becomes part of the network of distributors. Now, the reason we call this leveraged income, some people like to call it residual income. It's a bad name for it. I'll tell you why. Residual income is you getting paid again and again on your product, your work product. So let's say you wrote a book and that book did fantastically well, and it's still selling 5 years later, 10 years later, 15 years later. That's residual income. You did the work, you continue to get paid on your work, but only your work. When you have a network of distributors that you get paid on the entire network, you have what's called leveraged income, because with leveraged income, you're getting paid on everybody. You're not just getting paid on your work, you're getting paid on the work product of everyone that's in your team. Trust me when I tell you After me spending 28 years in corporate America, 15 years of that making six-figure salaries, you don't want that. You want leveraged income. It's fantastic. This is an example of what a product order looks like online for our Protandim Nerf 2. Just a good example. Again, you see your phones down over here. This can all be done on a phone. You can do it. The customer can do it. The distributor can do it. It's just phenomenal to be able to do all of this without having to have any business assets other than a phone and or a computer. This is what one of those product orders looks like coming off of our app when it comes to you. This is a list of all the countries we're in right now. We're in 22 countries as we speak, and more are planned. They're coming up and coming fast. Why? Because international is a great way to build this kind of a business, no doubt about it. But some of these are full-on businesses, which people have both distributors and customers. Some others are customers only. That's not unusual that a country says, hey, you got to spend 6 months or so just selling to your customers, proving to us you can do this right and take care of the people before we'll let you do distributor businesses. But again, they all change over at one point in time. In order to join our business, you have to do something. You have to buy a starter kit. The Federal Trade Commission makes you do that. It costs $50. It includes some samples of our product, some literature, some training, other things of that nature. Once you do get started, you need to understand that you must create $100 in personal volume or you don't get paid at all. 100 to 199 in personal volume will get you 30% of every initial order that gets placed in your business. If your personal volume is over $200, it's 40%. I'm going to tell you now, I use well over $200 worth of products in my own home and have from day one. So maintaining 200 PV was nothing for me. But imagine you're someone that's just getting started. You're in college. You don't have a ton of money. You're only going to buy about $100 worth of products. Well, guess what? We're going to help you find a couple of customers that'll spend $50 a piece with you. And all of a sudden you're at 200. And that's how you don't leave any money on the table. You get to take advantage of that 40% smart start. There are 3 different product packages that go with that start kit you saw: a silver, gold, and platinum pack. The only difference between the 3 of these is the amount of product and the amount of discount. You get a 30% discount on the products when you purchase a platinum pack, a 25% on the gold pack, and a 20% on the silver pack. Typical of businesses, the more you buy, the bigger the discount you get. Me, I recommend, I say to everybody, get in where it makes sense for you, okay? But I highly recommend you look very hard at the platinum pack, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it gets you one of every product. Secondly, it puts you in a position to have product on hand to put in people's hands if you need to, support your family, all those kinds of things. And we know statistically that people who join the business with the platinum pack, their businesses grow faster, their income grows faster, they rank advance faster. And if you're in this for the business side and the money, think very seriously about the platinum pack. You need to be there. So how do you make money? Well, in the process of sharing this information with people and that place orders and or join the team, you get paid 7 different ways. There are weekly bonuses that pay out, and there are monthly bonuses that pay out. Our monthly bonuses are we call it Christmas Day. The 15th of the month is when the monthly royalty commissions and generational matching bonus and lead pools come out. Wow, I'm telling you now, it's fantastic to see what happens with as your business grows. If you want to do the business side, here's an example of our mid-size Get Kit Gold Master Pack starting at $650. $50 of that is your start kit, by the way. And so if you find 3 other people who join on a gold pack, you get paid $200 or you earn $200 on each of those. You've just gotten all of your money back. So refer 3 of them, get your money back. The higher you go, the faster that money comes back to you. There's no question about it. On products, let's say that someone chose to purchase just a bottle of Protandim. It's our most popular product. They're $49 a bottle on monthly subscription. You get $16 for each one of those 3 bottles. So if you go out there and get 3 people to sign up, guess what? You just got your money back on your individual bottle of Protandim as well. Creating leveraged income is the coolest thing in the world because this is where businesses grow. Royalty commissions, very simply, are based upon people who join your business and all the different levels they join at. So think for a second where it says number of distributors in the first column. If you enrolled 5 people in your business who enrolled 5, who enrolled 5, who enrolled 5, who enrolled 5, at the 5th level, you'd have 3,100 distributors in your business. If they were doing an average of $200 a month in personal volume, that's $31,000 in compensation. Now let's be honest. This never works out perfectly. 5 will put in 3, and 3 will put in 6, and 6 will put in 2, and the 2 will put in 10. I mean, it gets all over the place. But I'm going to tell you what, if you looked in my back office right now, you would see that there, after 11 years of being in this business, I have over 5,000 distributors and 49,000 customers. And this is how it got built, by building level over level over level over level. Generational matching bonus is the second part of creating leveraged income. What that says is everybody that's on your first level, so everybody that you enrolled, you get a 10% match on their royalty commission every month. You get a 5% match on the royalty commissions of every distributor on your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th level. Very, very powerful bonus. And to my knowledge, there's no other network marketing company out there that does that. Once you've reached the elite level, we have this fabulous elite pool that allows you to share 4% of the company's revenues every month, not profits, revenues. If you're a Pro 7, you're going to be in that first upper left-hand corner where you're going to share that 1% with every 7, 8, 9, and 10 in the company. If you're a Pro 8, you're going to share that quadrant as well as the quadrant to the right, and share with you only share with the 9s and 10s. If you're a Pro 9, you're going to share the first quadrant, 2nd quadrant, and the 3rd quadrant on the lower left with just the 10s. And if you're a Pro 10, those guys share one of those quadrants all to themselves. These are powerful, powerful bonuses that are based on the production of the entire company worldwide. So once you become an elite distributor, you're getting paid on every single product that our company ships to every single customer and every single distributor around the world. Again, I don't know of any other company out there that has this generous of a compensation plan. So how far can you take this? We'll take a close look at this. It's called our earned income statement. It gives you the high low. You don't see the whole thing here because it's about 12 columns wide, but here's the high level. Here's the high points of it. You get to see on that list the high level and average incomes of every rank, how much total commissions are paid out, how many people are in that category, okay? So let's say, for example, whoops, wrong way. Let's say, for example, that you said, you know, what would really help me is an additional $500 a month. If we help you build a Pro 3 business that pays on average $581 a month, okay, and a Pro 3 business is 5,000 points in your business every month, that's the average check that you would get, all right? That's not a lot of people, and that's not a lot of product. Trust me, it adds up quickly. Let's say that you were looking for a little more. You needed to be in that $2,000-3,000 range. Well, a Premier Pro 5, which is 50,000 points a month, puts you in that $2,500 a month category. Now think about that for a second. That's additional into what you're already making on your regular job. When I started this, I was a deputy sheriff. I was making this kind of money on the side when I wasn't working for the sheriff's office. If you really want to go after this and make it a plan A, Elite Pro 7 makes on average $12,000 a month. That's $144,000 a year. Understand, and there are people that are making that part-time basis. I was making that in a part-time basis before I went full-time. The average person in America makes $52,500 a year. It's more than double what the average employee in the United States makes every day. So if you haven't seen this, I invite you to see the entire list. I would tell you to go to lifevantage.com, go to the bottom of the page, click on the resources tab, and look for the earned income statement. And you can see this entire statement end to end. Get with the person who invited you on here and have them share that with you. So you might be asking now, can I do this? Well, absolutely. I believe you can do it. I'm going to tell you a little story about me. I was in 7 other network marketing companies before I came to LifeVantage. I was a 7-time failure. I never made enough money at any one of them to cover my expenses, much less hit it out of the park like we've done here. And part of the reason why we've done that here is phenomenal worldwide customer and distributor support that I never saw at other places. The mobile app with artificial intelligence in it, which helps me build my business. Never had that again at any place else. Great education here, great training, skill set, mindset, and leadership training. We pride ourselves on how we help people take themselves and their business to the next level. We have monthly marketing calendars complete with professional graphics and campaign information that you can just download from our back office and use to build your business. And we have a bunch of private support groups that mostly are on Facebook that you can become part of, and you can learn from other people who have gone first and done this ahead of it. So having heard that, let me tell you my story, and then I'm going to let you get out of here because we're about out of time. When I got invited to join this company 11.5 years ago, I was dead broke. I couldn't rub 2 20s together, much less $1,000 to get in the business. But having seen the presentation, I went, I have to do this. I need to do it now. See, the 2 years before that, we'd lost our home in a short sale. We'd lost all of our savings. And quite honestly, I wasn't the husband that I promised my wife I'd be. I was not taking care of our family like I was supposed to be, and I felt like a complete failure. I knew I had to do something different. I had gone through a long period of unemployment where when I finally did find a job, I ended up a job as a deputy sheriff. I love the work, I love the people, but it doesn't pay very well. $3,500 a month didn't go very far. And so I knew I had to do something different. When I saw this, I knew this was it. I said, this is something I can do because they have the system in place that will help me do it. The only way my wife and I were making ends meet at the time is we were selling trees off of our ranch in order to pay our bills. I didn't have the money to get in this business, but I had a tree that a tree guy had offered me $1,000 for, and my wife had said, no, I kind of like that tree. It's in the front yard. And quite honestly, my first call was not to my wife. It was to Steve, the tree guy, and said, do you still want that tree? And he said, yes. Said, be at my house in the morning with your tree spade and a check for $1,000. It's yours. Long story short, Steve came the next day. He got the tree. I got the check. I got in the business and I went to work. I went to work like I'd never done before, just following the lead of the people that were already there, that were already having success. The result of that was that 10 months into being in the business, I got my first 5-figure check. 13 months into the business, I was an elite distributor. 18 months into the business, I was retiring from the sheriff's office on 4.5 times what the sheriff was paying me. Now, I do not tell you any of that to impress you. That's not the point. The point is to impress upon you it's possible. Even if you've done network marketing before and failed, it's different here. And it can be different for you too. You can be a success. So I can't guarantee your success. All I can guarantee you is we will present you the opportunity. We'll present you the training. We'll present you the tools. We will do everything we can to help you become a success. The hard work is still up to you. Now here I am 11.5 years later, and I'm living a lifestyle I never dreamed I'd live. I don't worry about bill collectors calling me because my bills are all paid. I've got money in the bank for retirement and even more going into it as we speak. Not to mention this leveraged income that I've built that I think is going to last a very long time. Can't guarantee it, but I think it's going to last a very long time. That's what is exciting me about being part of this company, is that we have phenomenal products from a phenomenal company, and the results of them are unmistakable, and the results of the business are as well. So whether you're looking to look better, feel better, perform better, and just want to use our products, or whether you're looking to build that side hustle, build that plan B, take a real hard look at this. Get with the person who invited you here tonight, have them answer your questions, and let's hope I get to see you down the road at a LifeVantage event. God bless and thank you all. Have a great night.